Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today I wanted to make a video about how to acquire an apartment here in Puerto Rico. I've been living here in Puerto Rico for 8 months now, and while moving here I had a process. I was taking the clasificado route. Everyone told me use clasificados, you're gonna find so many good apartments, and while I did find so many good apartments, those apartments came with so many ripoffs and so many things I just couldn't get past. The first thing I couldn't get past was the fact that every realtor that I called, real estate agent, told me the same thing. Real estate, realtor, real of everything, property in Puerto Rico, the market is hot. It doesn't matter what you're getting into, apartments, houses, everyone's trying to get in where they fit in. Locals are trying to fit in. Foreigners are constantly coming in. So if you tell them, I want to look at this apartment, I'm coming next week, that apartment is already sold the minute they hung up. You're dropped from the list. They've already found someone else. Here's the thing. When you want to find an apartment, you need to tell them, I want to meet tomorrow if you're looking at clasificados. I'm not putting clasificados down because I definitely looked at some apartments, but I felt like looking through Facebook was so much easier because people post on Facebook. People use Facebook here. Facebook here is like Google. It's like TikTok. Like it's the top of the top. So go on Facebook Marketplace, look up apartment with 2-bedroom apartment, whatever you're looking for. I was looking for 2-bedroom apartment, so I looked up 2-bedroom apartment. Everything popped up. I wrote to everyone, sigue disponible, sigue disponible, sigue disponible, which just means, is this still available? Is this still available? So everyone wrote back to me, yes, no, yes, no. So here's the thing. Upon looking, you want to make sure what you want you are already knowing. Do you want a wash house? I knew the first thing I wanted in my house. I wanted a backyard and I wanted a 2-bedroom. I don't want nothing more and nothing less. It was my first apartment. I didn't want like a huge big thing because I didn't want to pay for too much, but I knew I wanted a 2-bedroom and I wanted a backyard. So that was my biggest thing, looking for. A lot of 2-bedrooms here do not have a backyard. They're the second story. Like there's so much going on in that, right? So what did I decide to do? I decided to wait a month here in Puerto Rico. I got an Airbnb. I waited a month and I stayed in that Airbnb until the apartment that I was looking for, that I knew I wanted, was gonna show up. And I'm happy I did because I found this apartment. This apartment is $750 a month, including water and electricity, because it comes with the rent. So I pay $750 a month. After I figured where I wanted to be, I messaged the girl, I want to see it tomorrow, the landlord. She told me, you need to get your papers. You need to have proof of deposit, proof of funds. So whether that be like your tax returns or like pay stubs, stuff like that, you can use those. For me personally, I'm not 21. I'm gonna break the rumor there. You cannot get an apartment here in Puerto Rico if you're 18 to 20, I should say. You can't get an apartment. But from 21 and up, you got the green light. Get your apartment, babe. It's super easy. Just proof of funds, pull up first and last month's rent, you're good. So for me, I had to find a cosigner. That was super easy because my parents trust me and my parents co-signed for me, and I got in the very next day. They got the contract signed. When it comes to the contracts, some people are crazy in the contracts. Some people write, you can't do this, you can't do that, 15 feet, this fee, that fee, this fee. Read the contract. Make sure you understand the contract, because The contract is coming in Spanish. Me personally, my mom read it. She's fluent in Spanish. She read it and she was like, okay, I agree with this. And like I said, she was my co-signer, so she signed it for me. And I gave them the rent. I moved in, and that was it. It was super easy. Finding furniture, I went on Facebook. Finding movers, I just knocked on somebody's apartment with the truck and said, can you help me? And Peter, my neighbor at the time, was helping me. And just like that, like, people around were willing to help me. Moving to Puerto Rico, it's just like, if you really want to move here, then get down here. You can get renter's insurance as well. It's super easy, yo. Like, a lot of this stuff is scary because you think like it's Puerto Rico, but it's really easy. Like, as long as you have a cosigner, which in the States you need a cosigner if you don't make a certain amount. But my thing is $750 a month, and because I'm not 21, I needed like somebody 21 to sign. And that's kind of a lot of things here for me. Like, when I get my mail delivered, sometimes you need someone who's 21. But keep in mind, people are always moving quick. So if you want it, call the realtor. There's not that many properties here, so just call the realtor. But before you move here and think, oh, it's fun and games, let's talk about the pros and cons of moving here. Number one, most apartments don't have hot shower. My whole neighborhood does not have hot shower. So you want a hot shower, you need to call an electrician, or you can order like something from Amazon that costs like $200, like the adjusted water heater. But you might need an electrician for those as well. So if you know electrical stuff, you're golden. Power outages. We have power outages like nobody's business, but it's because of the rains. Like, it's been raining since August, you guys. Literally non-stop pouring, cats and dogs. So power outages have been at an all-time high. I would say since end of July to now has been terrible with rain. Number three, poor customer service. A lot of these people, whether it be the electrician, whether it be the lady at the gas station, the Walmart person, they're gonna treat you like shit, especially if you don't speak Spanish. Poor customer service. It's gonna take a long time. Things are closed. Everything is closed on Sunday. Everything is closed on Sunday. But that's good, actually. That's not even that bad. Like, you know, people say like, oh, Chick-fil-A is closed. Everything is closed on Sunday. And sometimes Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. But it's open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. For sure. Food expires super fast. And this is because there's a tax. It's the Florida tax. That everything grown and sold in Puerto Rico has to be shipped back to Florida, and then by the time it comes here, it's expired. It's reached its last days of being edible. You can't go into dispensaries, but this is more for people my age. So I'm 19. You're not allowed into the dispensary until you're 21. Slow shipping. So when I wanted to get my furniture, you guys, my house was bald-headed for months. You guys, my house was bald-headed for 6 months while I was here. And you're probably like, what do you mean bald-headed? I mean, I didn't have anything in my house for 6 months. My house only had a couch and a rug. Nothing that I needed. No TV. Like, you guys, my house was so freaking boring for 6 months. Like, the shipping takes so long. There were things that took minimum 4 days to get here, right? Maximum, I had to wait for things to get here for 3 months. You guys, I got a printer in October and I didn't get to use it until this week. And not only that, I now have to buy another printer, and it was supposed to be delivered here last Tuesday, and it's saying it's getting here tomorrow. So fingers crossed it gets here tomorrow. Constantly rains at random, so just like invest in umbrellas. I get so surprised every time someone compliments me in public, like, you're so smart for having this, and I'm like, it's Puerto Rico, the only rainforest in the States. And I know a lot of people think like El Yunque is the rainforest and that's it. Honestly, babe, this is an island. The whole thing is a damn rainforest. Like, I would say once you get more to like Rincon, it's kind of not a rainforest, but the whole thing is a rainforest, babe. The whole thing is a rainforest. So like, yeah, it's gonna flood at random times. So have rain boots. I have these really cute black hunter boots, and I have 2 different sizes umbrellas. I have an umbrella too, like it's a small handheld umbrella that I can like walk to my car, and then once I get in my car, I like to use my big umbrella, because when I'm walking outside, you need to know it rains sideways, potholes. This has to do with the rain as well, because the rain makes the potholes 30 times worse. The potholes are, bro, you don't know how many times you're driving and you're just like, the potholes are insane here. I've popped my tires. I didn't even realize my tires were popped because I was just going like this the whole time. It was terrible. Island time. Island time, you guys. That shit pisses me off, because it's just things that like you could get it done right now, and take 2 seconds to an hour to do this, but instead you want to take 6 months to 6 years to do this. And that island time really pisses me off sometimes, but sometimes it comes in clutch. So now let's get into the pros. Cheap gas. If you're Puerto Rican, the gas probably isn't as cheap to you, but if you're from the States, babe, I'm paying $3 a gallon, because it's $3.18 for a gallon or something. Let me check. So I go to the gas station right here, that's like 76 cents. So let me see, 76 times 4, that's a gallon. I'm paying $3.04 for a gallon. Like, I'm sorry if you think that's expensive, but I grew up in California where gas was $7 at one point. Don't talk to me about no damn $3 a gas. I never even seen that. That's so cheap. Like, oh my gosh, this feels like 1960s for me. Cheap rent with bills included, such as the water and electricity. You guys don't know how much that really saves me, because I pay $7.50 a month, and that's water, electricity, and I wash my clothes all the time, wash my dishes all the time. I shower twice a day because I do it on live. The fact that I'm able to drink and smoke and party at 18, this I really love, because I've met so many people through going out, and I really like those memories. So I'm happy I can go clubbing, because in the States, the only clubbing I could do was strip clubbing. I love that everything is open for you to do. Like, I'm about to go to a nudist beach here in Puerto Rico, and the fact that I can be nude on the beach, like, I could do that in California too. I have done that in California, but the fact that it's warm water and you're just naked and you can just jump in and do whatever, like, my sexy beach pictures on OnlyFans are my favorite things to do. You can get free animals on the street. You guys, I have chickens. Let me show you my little chicken. This is my newest little chicken. Her name is Chicken Nugget. I got her off the street, and I have 4 chickens in total. There's another one in the other box. I'm keeping them separate because I don't know if they're sick. In a week, I'm gonna move them back out. But they're so fluffy and so cute. Look at this little chicken. You can get a free pig from outside too. Oh, look at this little everywhere has its pros and its cons. With that, take the fact that moving to Puerto Rico shouldn't be a scary thing or a hard thing. Literally just move here, find an apartment, tell them yes you want to move there, make sure it's in your range, you're in. If you want to know anything else, maybe you feel like it's hard, it's not hard, babe. Like, literally just make a Facebook account. I know you don't want to make a Facebook account. I didn't want to make a Facebook account. Just make a Facebook account. It can be a fake one, like mine is a fake one. Go on Facebook Marketplace, send them a DM, tell them sigue disponible. Whoever responds first, tell them you want to see the apartment. You go see the apartment. If it matches, if it doesn't have leaking, doesn't have any problems, move in, nasty. Don't overthink this stuff. Now give me a kiss. Okay, good night, babe.